we need to find the number of solutions for this given equation. So is it having no solution or only one solution or two solutions or more than two solutions? This we need to check. So the given equation is this. So to solve this equation, let me put the square root of x minus 1 to be equal to t. So let square root of x minus 1 is equal to t. If I square both the sides, I get x minus 1 to be equal to t square. Or x is equal to t square plus 1. So putting this value in this given equation, we get square root of, x is t square plus 1 plus 3 minus 4 into t, right? Plus square root of, this is again x is t square plus 1 plus 8 minus 6 into t equal to 1. Solving this further, we get t square minus 4t plus 4 plus t square minus 6t plus 9 equal to 1. Making the perfect square, we get square root of, this is t minus 2 whole square plus, again making the perfect square, we have square root of t minus 3 whole square to be equal to 1. A very nice property we are having for the absolute values, that is, the square root of x square is equal to the absolute value of x. So I'm going to use this result over here. So square root of t minus 2 whole square becomes absolute value of t minus 2. And square root of t minus 3 whole square becomes the absolute value of t minus 3, right? So this implies the absolute value of t minus 2 plus the absolute value of t minus 3 is equal to 1. Now we are having the four scenarios over here. This can be positive and this can also be positive to solve this equation. This is the one thing. Then this can be positive and this can be negative. Third, this can be negative and this can be positive. And the fourth, the both can be negative. Right? So we are going to take all these to get the solutions for this absolute value equation. So taking the first part, when both are positive, so this is t minus 2 plus t minus 3 equal to 1. So from here we get twice of t minus 5 equal to 1. This implies twice of t equal to 6 and we get t equal to 3. The second one, when first one is positive and the other one is negative. So this is t minus 2 and because the other one is negative, so we write negative sign outside of t minus 3. This is equal to 1. So this implies negative 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. That is 1 equal to 1. Right? Third part, when first one is negative and the other is positive. So that is negative of t minus 2 plus t minus 3 equal to 1 implies minus t plus 2 plus t minus 3 equal to 1. That means we are getting negative 1 equal to 1. That is also absurd. The last one is when both are negative. So this is minus of t minus 2 minus of t minus 3 equal to 1 implies this is minus t plus 2 minus t plus 3 equal to 1, and that is minus 2t plus 5 equal to 1. So this implies minus of 2t equal to minus 4, and this negative sign goes off, so we get t to be equal to 2. So these are the two possible values we are getting. Now which of these values satisfies this equation? We need to check that. Now t equal to 3. If t is equal to 3, what we get? this is absolute value of 3 minus 2 plus 3 minus 3, and this is 1 plus 0, and this is equal to 1, which is equal to the right hand side. So t equal to 3 satisfy this given equation. Now if t is equal to 2, then in the left hand side we get absolute value of 2 minus 2 plus the absolute value of 2 minus 3, that is equal to 0, plus it is absolute value of negative 1, that is equal to 1. The absolute value of negative 1 is 1. So it is also again equal to the right hand side, that is 1. So t equal to 2 also satisfy this equation, right? So we are getting the possible solutions to this absolute value equation as t equal to 2 and t equal to 3. But what about the fractions? So for this absolute value equation, that is equal to 1, this equation is satisfied for t equal to 2 and t equal to 3. But what about the values between 2 and 3? Let's check that also. Let's take any fraction between 2 and 3. Suppose, let me take that to be as 5 divided by 2. So let's check this fraction. Is 5 divided by 2 minus 2 plus 5 divided by 2 minus 3. So this gives negative 1 divided by 2, the absolute value, plus it is negative 1 divided by 2. So that is equal to 1/2 plus 1/2, which is equal to 1. Again we are getting 1. So that means 5 divided by 2 is also satisfying this equation. Let's take another fraction between 2 and 3. For t equal to 11 divided by 5, what we get? So it is the absolute value of 11 divided by 5 minus 2 plus the absolute value of 11 divided by 5 minus 3 is equal to, this is the absolute value of negative of 1 over 5 plus this is the absolute value of negative 4 divided by 5, which gives 1 over 5 plus 4 over 5, that is 5 over 5, which is again equal to 1. So this value is also satisfying this given absolute value equation, which means the values of the t between 2 and 3 are also satisfying this absolute value equation. Means this equation is satisfied for all values of t lying between 2 and 3. That is, t is greater than equal to 2 and less than equal to 3, right? And what is t? What we have taken the t to be as? We have considered the square root of x minus 1 to be as t. So which means the square root of x minus 1 is greater than equal to 2 and less than equal to 3. Squaring, we get 4 less than equal to x minus 1 less than equal to 9. Adding 1 all over, we get 4 plus 1 less than equal to, this is x minus 1 plus 1 less than equal to 9 plus 1. So there is 5 is less than equal to x less than equal to 10. Which means we are getting the number of solutions of x to be between 5 and 10. So, thus, the given equation is satisfied for all values of x lying between 5 and 10. So the correct option is more than 2 solutions, right? Thank you.